Shalom, all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So it's the beginning of Jacob's trouble.
And we start today in Asia. China is flexing its military power once again. Chinese President Xi Jinping said he's ready to use military force to reunite Taiwan if need be. RT's Sarah Montes de Oca joins me. Sarah, what is the latest?
Well, Steve, it looks like a more confident China is threatening to use military force in Taiwan while urging the Taiwanese to accept reunification with China.
We will not rule out the use of force and will reserve all options of necessary measures.
These threats come as Washington and Beijing remain in tense trade talks. Experts are warning that the increase of military presence from both sides in the South China Sea could spark a greater conflict than just trade tariffs between the two superpowers. It looks like both countries are doing just that. The Pentagon is now urging America's Pacific Rim allies to also increase their military presence in the South China Sea to confront China. And Beijing revealed that its top military priority for 2019 includes strengthening training and preparing for war. The Pentagon's Assistant Secretary of Defense for Asian and the Pacific Affairs said that other U.S. allies, including Britain, France, and Canada, have already boosted their military presence in the South China Sea. Most recently, in late December, Chinese Admiral Luo Yuan said that his country's military is capable of sinking 2 American aircraft carriers and killing 10,000 American sailors. Now, the Admiral...
This is Revelation chapter 6 and 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. So this is going to be World War III coming up here against America and against China and against the rest of the world. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and had power was given to him that sat therein to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. This is going to be massive war, World War III.
Said that what the U.S. fears most is casualties. We'll see how frightened America is. Let's not forget that back in October, Lieutenant General Ben Hodges, the just retired commander of the U.S. Army in Europe, suggested that the conflict between the superpowers would come soon. In a statement, he said, I think in 15 years, it's not inevitable, but it is a very strong likelihood that we will be at war with China. And Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan told top Pentagon officials to remain focused on ongoing operations, but to remember, China, China, China. Now, this was Shanahan's first meeting after taking over the former Defense Secretary Jim Mattis. So despite the leadership change at the Pentagon, it seems like the U.S. will be sticking to the same strategy, which was written by Mattis and describes China as predatory and a hostile power. Now, the plan states that long-term strategic competitions with China and Russia are the principal priorities for the department and require both increased and sustained investment. Steve, well, at this moment, it's still largely rhetoric.
Verse 5 out of Revelation chapter 6. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and a measure of barley for a penny, and see that thou hurt not the oil and the wine. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. So massive death is coming for you. The 2/3 and the Edomites and the heathens. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. So mountain lions are going to get you, bears are going to get you, even the birds are going to poke out your eyes and get you and eat your dead corpses.
The prospect of these two superpowers at war is an outcome that both militaries appear to actively be preparing for.
Well, that would be a very serious development, obviously. But the United States took some action today, thankfully not militarily, where they issued a warning to American citizens.
That's right. So the U.S. State Department actually issued a level 2 warning for those Americans traveling to China to be cautious, to proceed with increased caution. This because Chinese authorities are capable of preventing them from returning to U.S. citizens, sometimes without cause and sometimes for years. So there is a level 2 warning now.
A warning to be taken seriously.
Verse 9, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Yahweh, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? So they're going to be chopping your head off if you don't take that chip. So these are the ones that are crying to the Yahweh. And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Thank you, Sarah. For more, we're joined by...
And with that, I want to say shalom.